Lou trying to tell you.
Get him out. Water. Well, I gotta censor some of the stuff I put out there, bro. Damn. I really don't know how I'm gonna do that. Cause I wanna be funny. Like, I wanna be authentic to myself type stuff. But I wanna be serious, which is also authentic to myself. But I don't want no employer coming up, looking at me, tell about something. Buddy tweaking, you know what I mean? If you don't, you don't. But hey, let's talk about some stuff like that digital footprint, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, I went ghost on my socials anyway, so I'm not worried about my digital footprint. Obviously, this probably got some small stuff I need to tidy up. But listen, the new question I got for y'all, and I'm gonna dive into the video. Y'all really ain't gotta answer this, it's rhetorical. But if you wanna put your 2 cents in the comments, go ahead. If you got some insight I wanna see, go ahead. It's more so, how do you balance life, especially in this new age of social media? Like, as we go on and the generations keep coming in, you gotta think about how prevalent and like relevant social media is. Like, little kids be on it every day. Now you got people promoting businesses, OnlyFans, you got all that other stuff. What the? Like, where's the balance between, I guess you could say, your ratings, stuff that's okay for younger audiences, because you're really on apps where most of the younger audience is going to be anyways. Stuff that for older audiences, then you got to think about just telling jokes and stuff, making skits, because even telling skits or making like arguments type, debates, that type of content, stuff could go left real quick. People could take your stuff out of context. They can, first off, they can misconstrue, which is basically just twisting your words. They can do that. And they can make videos about that. They can make you look bad. They do it all the time. Politicians do it against each other. I mean, just look at Donald Trump and Harris. They both doing it to each other. And if you don't see it, you're blind. That's why I don't really like all that political debates and stuff like that. Like, it's good to talk politics, but most of y'all not really locked in like that. I'm personally not. But at the end of the day, I know a lot of stuff that go on is propaganda. It be fear mongering. The same thing be happening. The same thing be happening in social media, bro. Like, you gotta think about some of the stuff you did or say. It might be genuine advice. It might be something genuine, or it might just be a joke. People will take it, they will twist it, and they will throw it out there against you. Speaking of being used against you, there's this dude on TikTok. I don't know his name exactly. African American. He was a football player. He had a D1 ride. I don't know, like, if it was a full scholarship or what. He got revoked, and he made a video about it. And he just said, "Be careful what you say online." Now, he was in a comment section of somebody else, and they were talking about nurses were bops or something, or they were talking about bops. Dude said, I heard nurses were bops. So I guess, people take the word bop and they associate it with negative connotations. Honestly, it is, but they tried to say he was derogatory and he was discriminating against women, misogynist, blah, 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 just for his comment. And I guess they sent it up to the chain of command, found where, he was going to school revoked it. They said this and that. And dude took it like a man. He ain't trying to make no excuses, no anything. He just wanted a second chance. Hopefully you get one, bro, because I think that's messed up on their part. You really ain't say nothing. You said, I heard. That just means you heard a rumor, you heard something. It doesn't mean it's true or not. And I think there were studies. Nurses is a profession, with a lot of infidelity. That's like me saying, I heard rappers and athletes be bops. Like, bro, we all know this. Look at Future, bro. That boy got like 11 baby mamas. Look at Young Boy. I need to go on. Do I really? I don't even keep up with them people, and I already know all that stuff. Basic knowledge. Look at some of those NBA players. Oh, my. We ain't even going to talk about Wilt Chamberlain, a.k.a. the GOAT, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. But that's why I'm trying to emphasize, especially to my young black men, my brothers out here, other men too. Look, you got to be careful what you post and what you're doing, especially if you want to be funny or something like that. I mean, I guess if you could build and cultivate a page that's around comedy and it's obvious, go ahead, bro. But at the same time, you got to know employers be looking at your stuff, schools be looking at your stuff, and then even if they not looking, you always got somebody that's nosy. They ain't got no business being in your business. They gonna stick their nose there, and if they don't like you for any reason, they trying to draw straws, they trying to gas at anything, and they gonna send it to whoever. Anybody that got some type of authority or reward or control over you, bro, they sending it. I mean, bro, look at the whole, it was like 2020, the Nellich or something. That dude got put on the news for making faces. He didn't even have to give no real, like, answers or anything like that. straight put on the news making faces. I think he was upset because somebody else made content like that later on, like throughout the years, and there ain't no outrage for real. But y'all get my point. Like, stuff go far so quick, especially when somebody don't like you. Same thing with doxing and like the cancel culture. That's why I always been against cancel culture. Now, I think some people should be punished, but at the end of the day, I did papers, like some English papers, some criminal justice papers, psychology. For other people, look, bro, let's just say some people wouldn't graduate if it wasn't for me. But doing all these papers, getting a little extra bread, I was learning stuff because I had to, do a little bit of research on the topics. Obviously, I'm skimming. Sometimes I'm watching videos. Sometimes over here on the internet, I learned. In America, we're leading the world in mass incarceration rates. And it's like, I can't give you the statistic. I don't want to pull out my butt for real. But, bro, it's like this much to like this much. And we're like, this is us. This is the rest of the world. Put that in the head. That's like a 90 to 13% ratio. Obviously, that's 103. Don't do the math, bro. Don't quote me. It's a hyperbole. But that much of a difference, you got to think about all the other countries, mass incarceration. We have issues here. Like, I'm for prison reform, honestly. Like, I think there's a lot of different ways we could do, a lot of different things we could do in this country outside of prison, just political, that need reformation. That's why, like, hey, if you go vote for politics or anything like that, bro, start pushing for this. Go find you an activist or something, somebody with actual policies. We need to be talking about education in prison. So the reason I mention that is, bro, like cancel culture. People want to see other people get punished. I agree to an extent, but prison is supposed to be about reformation and rehabilitation. Maybe our prison systems is a reflection of how we really think and feel as a culture. I'm just saying, look at cancel culture. That's all I'm trying to say. To certain people, yes, we should be canceling them. They're devious. They got all these, I ain't gonna say, like, try and pull like a big ass word, bro. Like nefarious, diabolical acts, bro. Like, look at Diddy. For the most part, bro, most of us, like I said in my other video, it's okay to be human. It's our first time living. That's our only time living. We're gonna make a lot of mistakes. We don't know what we're doing. There ain't no guidebook to life for real, bro. You gotta hit your head over and over again. Sometimes you did stuff when you were younger. Sometimes you were programmed. Your mind is a program, subconsciously and consciously. So you pick up a lot of stuff, and that includes learned behavior, or even just behaviors that are associated with certain stuff. I can't fault you for being human. I can fault you for being evil, but that shows over time with like a bunch of patterns. Just you doing a bunch of stuff. But now, when you take the time to learn, educate, and better yourself, that's different. For the most part, a lot of us are uneducated. We're unguided, and we need help. We need guidance. We're not serious. We lack intention. I don't support cancel culture for like most of the average people. It depends on what the person did, their intentions, blah, 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 because a lot of stuff can happen. Apparently, a lot of men don't even know about consent. That's a whole different topic. I'll make a whole different video about that. And I'm not saying that in no malicious or ill way, because I made a video like way back then when I used to be like debating people and stuff about consent and stuff. Somebody said the phrase "teach men not to rape." It basically means teach them consent, which I think the phrase, if that's what it means, you're being counterproductive because everybody knows rape is bad. But then I agree with the second part. Maybe a lot of men don't know what consent is. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, damn, maybe I slipped up somewhere down the line too. But on top of that, I wasn't realizing what other people were doing to me too. I'm just shrugging it off. I mean, I'm a man at the end of the day. That's how a lot of us are. We're going to shrug it off. Like, y'all don't really think how common this stuff is. Like I said, I don't want to get, drag the video on. So I'm going to really talk about that. Push that to a whole different video later. Like I said, you got to be weary out here, bro. Like, you got to be cautious watching everything you do. Go ahead, tidy up your social media. Go clear off anything that's going to come across as bad, rude, or anything. First off, you really shouldn't have no pictures with you over here flipping people off or something. Hey, you got guns in your flicks, bro. This video ain't even for you. I don't even think I need to like touch on that bullet point, bro. This video was not for you. Guns, drugs, middle fingers, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot. I shouldn't have to tell you what to do and what not to do, but obviously keep this stuff off your social media, especially if you're trying to get a good job or you're trying to make a way for yourself. You got to remember, people are going to perceive you how you portray yourself as well. And I read a book in class recently called All American Boys. And the father, it seemed like he got like a little bit of internalized racism. But at the same time, he made some solid points. And it's the world will perceive you how you portray yourself. And that's right. That's why a lot of us, like our parents, African-American parents, even Africans, they don't like us, sagging our pants. First off, I understand that completely. They don't like us going out with no tank tops. They don't like the tattoos, the long hair, the dreadlocks. First off, some of that stuff's not even that bad, but like it's stigmatized heavily. That's what we see a lot of gangbangers and thugs look like. So we don't want to be associated with that too. But at the same time, when it comes to a point like where you over stigmatize it, now we're rejecting culture and we're not embracing ourselves. But the main point of it, dude Rashad got beat up in the first couple of chapters, like first pages, by a police officer. Keep in mind, Rashad is an ROTC kid. Then on top of that, I think he'd be making good grades or something. I don't know if they talk about the grades, but his mom said he never got suspended once in school. And the dad goes, they don't know that. All they see is how he portray himself. Like I said, man, the road against us. The road against everybody, honestly, not just the black man. The road against the white man, white woman, black man. They got trade-offs in this life. You just got to understand that. Now, they might not be beating up on a white man as much as it's beating up on you, but my point still stands. The road against everybody. And it ain't any easier when we all fighting against each other too. So, tidy up that digital footprint, bro. Whether that's old Facebook posts. If you got delete accounts, do that, bro. I deleted my whole Twitter. And that's just because I used to post stuff from my old TikTok, like I said, the debate and stuff. So I tidied that up. And then like sometimes I was just saying like some off the wall jokes. Nothing like, over the top, but I had to get rid of that. So like I don't want nobody to take that out of context, but what the hell? And I've just been ghosts really. So if you gotta private some accounts, if you gotta delete your stuff, do that. But what I'm saying is at the end of the day, don't give somebody with an empty gun the ammo they need to shoot you. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all dearly. Send it to whoever needs to see it, or if you think it's a good message, go ahead and share it. Like I said, I already appreciate y'all. If y'all got any video recommendations, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I plan on getting into stuff like finances, education, just experience being an adult, young adult, things to do, prepping for college, mistakes I should not have made in high school, mistakes I made in college. There's a whole bunch of stuff, a bunch of topics I could talk about. But, comment whatever you want to see. Y'all have a blessed day. Make sure to tell somebody you love them. I'll catch you in the next one.